Far beyond Neptune, where sunlight is a faint memory and the temperature drops to near absolute zero, a mystery is unfolding that could completely change our understanding of the solar system. In the dark reaches of space, astronomers have discovered icy objects moving in strange ways, behaving in ways that shouldn't be possible according to the known laws of gravity. These distant objects seem to be guided by some unseen force. Could this force be the gravitational pull of a planet that has eluded detection for centuries? If so, it would be a planet far beyond Pluto, a world that might still be hiding in the farthest corners of the solar system. Scientists are beginning to think that we may be on the brink of discovering a ninth planet, one that has remained hidden from us until now. The quest for a ninth planet. For thousands of years, our solar system was thought to have just the 8 planets we know today: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These planets have been visible to the naked eye, with the 5 brightest ones known to ancient civilizations as wandering stars. However, everything changed in 1781 when the telescope was invented, leading to the discovery of Uranus. This was the first planet to be discovered using a telescope, marking a huge milestone in astronomy. But this discovery also raised questions. Uranus, as observed, didn't quite follow its predicted orbit. It wobbled in an unusual way, suggesting that something else, something we couldn't see, was influencing its movement. This mystery was solved in the mid-1800s by French mathematician Rubin Observatory, who proposed that another unseen planet might be affecting Uranus's orbit. His calculations were so precise that astronomers pointed their telescopes to the exact location he predicted and discovered Neptune, the 8th planet in our solar system. This marked one of the most successful predictions in the history of science. Pluto, the misunderstood planet. For nearly a century, the solar system appeared complete. But in the early 20th century, astronomers discovered Pluto, a tiny, icy body that seemed to complete the solar system. However, Pluto was far too small to exert significant gravitational influence. Over time, other objects similar to Pluto but even larger were discovered beyond Neptune. These objects were part of a vast region of space known as the Kuiper Belt, a cosmic graveyard of icy remnants from the formation of the solar system. In 2006, Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet due to the discovery of many similar objects in the Kuiper Belt. Once again, the solar system was officially reduced to 8 planets. However, this was not the end of the story. As scientists turned their attention to the Kuiper Belt, they noticed something puzzling: a strange alignment. In 2014, astronomers made an intriguing discovery. Several objects in the Kuiper Belt were not behaving randomly. They seemed to be clustered in a strange way, all aligned in the same direction and tilted at a similar angle. This alignment was so unlikely that it couldn't be explained by any known force or object within our solar system. This raised the possibility that some unseen, massive object might be influencing the movement of these distant objects. In 2016, scientists Konstantin Batygin and Mike Brown from the California Institute of Technology, Caltech, took the idea of a hidden planet seriously and began running simulations to determine what could be causing the strange orbits of these distant objects. Their work led them to propose the existence of a new planet, one far beyond Neptune and far larger than Pluto. They suggested that this planet, which they called Planet 9, could explain the alignment of the Kuiper Belt objects. The Planet 9 hypothesis. According to Batygin and Brown's model, Planet 9 would be a super-Earth or a mini-Neptune, with a mass about 6 times that of Earth. It would orbit the Sun from a great distance, approximately 400 times farther than Earth, and it would take between 10,000 to 15,000 years to complete one full orbit around the Sun. This planet would likely be made of rock and ice, much like the outer planets of the solar system. The simulations suggested that the planet's gravitational pull would be responsible for the strange clustering of objects in the Kuiper Belt. It would act as a sort of gravitational shepherd, gently nudging objects into their current orbits. In fact, the simulations predicted that Planet 9's orbit would be highly tilted compared to the orbits of the known planets, and that its gravity would shape the outer solar system in ways that could explain several mysterious phenomena. Sedna, and the detached objects. One strong piece of evidence for Planet 9 comes from Sedna, an icy dwarf planet that orbits the Sun far beyond Neptune. The issue is that Sedna's orbit is too distant for Neptune's gravity to affect it. This suggests something else must be responsible for its position. Planet 9 fits this role perfectly. A massive planet far beyond Neptune could have nudged Sedna and similar objects into these distant orbits, creating detached objects unaffected by Neptune's gravity. Several other objects in similar orbits support this theory. Without Planet 9, these objects would likely have been ejected by Neptune long ago. The cosmic game of catch. Planet 9's influence doesn't just explain the orbits of distant objects, it also seems to have a hand in the movement of objects in the Oort cloud, a vast, distant region of icy bodies that lies even further than the Kuiper Belt. According to simulations, Planet 9's gravity could be responsible for sending icy objects inward, toward the inner solar system, in a cosmic game of catch with Neptune. Over millions of years, this process could continuously refresh the supply of icy objects in the solar system, adding a dynamic, ongoing element to the outer solar system's gravitational ballet. This is another crucial prediction that scientists are now trying to test. If Planet 9 does exist, astronomers expect to find a steady influx of objects crossing Neptune's orbit, something that would not happen without the influence of this distant planet. Early surveys have already shown a small percentage of objects that appear to be on a path that crosses Neptune's orbit, exactly as the simulations predicted. Searching for Planet 9. Despite knowing its predicted orbit, pinpointing Planet 9's exact location remains a challenge. Its orbit takes thousands of years to complete, and it could be anywhere along its path at any given time, making it faint and difficult to detect. Even the largest telescopes struggle to find it. However, the Vera C Rubin Observatory in Chile, currently under construction, promises to change that. With the largest camera ever built, it can scan the entire visible sky with unprecedented speed and detail. Over the next 2 years, the observatory's 10-year survey will provide crucial data that could finally confirm or disprove the existence of Planet 9. What if Planet 9 isn't real? Despite all the evidence, not all astronomers are convinced. Some argue that the strange orbits of distant objects could simply be the result of observational bias or random chance. Others suggest that Neptune's migration outward billions of years ago could have caused the clustering of objects in the Kuiper Belt without the need for a massive planet. Another possible explanation is the existence of a primordial black hole, an ancient black hole left over from the early universe. These black holes would have the same mass as the predicted Planet 9, but would be incredibly difficult to detect, as they would be nearly invisible. However, as the data from the Vera Rubin Observatory and other advanced telescopes become available, scientists will be able to test these alternative theories and either confirm or rule out the existence of Planet 9. What would we call it? If Planet 9 is real, the final question remains, what will we name it? As with other planets, its name will likely come from Greek or Roman mythology, with options like Persephone, Oceanus, or Vulcan being suggested. Some have even proposed the name Bowie in honor of the late musician David Bowie, who was fascinated by space. Whatever the name, the discovery of Planet 9 would be a monumental moment in the history of astronomy, confirming that our solar system is far more mysterious and dynamic than we ever imagined. If you found the search for Planet 9 as fascinating as we did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the mysteries of our solar system and beyond.